shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them! Go between them! Are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Morning. Another glorious Saturday morning. I have a lot of things to talk about today. We are having a sale over at the Fourth Wall store. So all the merch that I always wear and I talk about, 15% off for spring. We're doing code spring15. The link is pinned in the chat. So definitely that's going to be going on pretty much all through spring. So you got a couple weeks for that. I was like, not that I like to give back. So I was like, might as well do a sale. But anyway, I have these movies here that I'm going to be watching this weekend. Today, I'm going to try to knock out a lot of them, some recommendations. And the first thing here, so there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen yet, but some of the things I have. So the very first thing we're going to be watching this weekend is The Net. So absolutely love this movie. And as far as like Blu-rays go, I would say that this Blu-ray is a reference disc, 100%. Absolutely love the film. But yeah, this is I think it still holds up. I mean, it's definitely older technology. It came out in the 90s, but it makes you think, especially with today's invasive, they always report that they're listening to you on your phones. It's very, very interesting rewatch on that one. So that's a high recommend. But yeah, I think that one's definitely at least for picture, I think it's a top-notch Blu-ray. And this one, I had talked about it in my haul the other day. So I did that video because this came to me damaged. So this one here, Wheelers and Dealers. So it literally is punctured, almost like something fell on it with a corner or it was stabbed. And so not only did it puncture the entire plastic, but the paper got ripped. So I was like, it's very unfortunate. And I said in the video, I've had to send so much stuff back recently because of damages that Amazon's like, yeah, we'll give you a replacement when you send this out. And I was like, to drive across town, they're looking at like close to 40 minutes out of my schedule, out of my way, just to drop this off. It's more of a hassle, so I'll get to it eventually. But I wanted to watch the movie, so I reordered it. So I got the new version that I'm keeping. And I love this movie. So if you've never seen it, so James Garner's character, he's a rich wheeler and dealer, playing cards, doing all that kind of stuff down in Texas. But then he goes to New York City. He's got to make $1 million. He's got to do it kind of quick. And but along the way, he falls in love with her. So I like this movie. So I'm glad to have it in the collection finally, and one that's not broken. But then, as I've been talking to you guys for a long time, this one has come up, not this one, but like this conversation's come up every now and again, and it is James Bond. So I didn't have any of the Roger Moore ones in the house. I might have one, like, maybe I got Moonraker. Maybe I got that one. I think I might have that one. So, but anyway, other than that, I don't have any of the Roger Moore Bond films. Wait, Moonraker, was Roger Moore even in Moonraker? Let me check. Now that I said that, it's been a while. Could be. But anyway, yeah, so diving into some James Bond stuff. I can't tell you the last time I saw any of those films. Yeah, Moonraker was. So I think I have Moonraker on VHS. But other than that, yeah, this year, I don't think I've seen any of these ones here. Yeah, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, and The Spy Who Loved Me. I'm sure I watched all these when I was younger. It's been probably over 30 years, maybe more, since I've seen these. So I grabbed this. It was $15. I was tempted to grab volume 2, but then it was like another $15. And then I was like, oh, I might as well grab the Sean Connery ones. So that's another. So now I'm in it like, $60 to watch some James Bond. And I was like, yeah, there's 3 films here. I'll be okay this weekend. But yeah, I will get the volume 2 as soon as possible. And then knocking out some of the imprint titles that I got. So in these box sets, Marlon Brando and Kim Novak. So I'll be watching One-Eyed Jacks. Never saw this one before. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a nice weekend watch. And this one here, Middle of the Night with Kim Novak and Friedrich March. I'm gonna knock this one out as well today. So trying to keep up on all those imprint titles because there's so many things coming out in March that I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure if I'm going to grab them all, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. And let me know what you guys are watching this weekend. Always interested. Always looking for something new. Got this going on, and then all right. So I talked about the sale, and then let's see. We'll bring that up. I'll start off with that. We'll shill the store real quick. So over here, like you guys know, if you're here every Saturday, I talk about all the time. But we have the memberships here on YouTube. We also have the Fourth Wall store. If you're not familiar with that, it works just like a Patreon. And the jets are already flying by today. Horrible, horrible. So yeah, I live on a military base, and usually Saturday mornings are fine. So I don't know why they're flying today, but it could be a little ridiculous. Let's see. So let's share the store. So yeah, the code, like I said, the code is pinned in the chat. And then I got a message this morning. It's like, oh, somebody bought something. I looked at it. I was like, no. My card got charged. I was like, oh man. I was like, what I buy now? And I was like, oh, I remembered. But it's okay. Good. I'm glad it all worked out. But let's see. Share the screen. This one, yeah, share the screen. Okay. And then let's see. There we go. I had like so many windows pulled up. I just needed to do that. All right, so share the screen. And so yes, I have everything's on sale. Everything in the store, and then I think we'll do something else for the members. So like members can get a bigger discount. I just have to figure that out because like the membership on Fourth Wall, it ties in very easily, but the memberships on YouTube, I have to do it manually. So I have to figure that out. But let me know if you're a member, message me, and I'll get you a code or something. And let's see, what do we got? So yeah, in the store here, obviously the shirts I wear all the time. We have all the new merch. We have the stuff, and then this one here was something I did a poll on. What we're gonna do for kind of like movie quotes, so more simple shirts, a little bit on the lesser, less expensive side, on the lower end. Just do simple quotes. So this is from Matilda, obviously from my all-time favorite movie, and the grenade pin. So I'm gonna do more stuff like that. Um, and then I have a lot of the stuff that I've been showing off before. The Betamax VHS Laserdisc. That's one of the newest ones I love, and I got to get some of these shirts myself. But yeah, always you be able to check that out. We got all kinds of options, and as always, you can grab your 80s made mug and have a cup with us every Saturday morning. And our giveaways are always from the store. But then if you decide to become a member over here on the Fourth Wall store, same thing. We do offer the posts and the videos and the stuff that's it's exclusive to the members. And so this is just a sneak peek of the stuff that I've been doing over here as well. And not all of it transfers over. So some of the videos will be on both sides, but because this is more like Patreon, there is stuff that most people don't get to see. But I am giving you guys a sneak peek today because there's not a lot of stuff on here anyway. But this was just a post of some of the vinyl that I had picked up recently. But then yeah, there's just all kinds of members only videos and stuff going on over here. So it is there's a free option, but that's a silly thing because you can't see anything, you can't message me. The only thing, if you join for free, then I can message you. That's just a weird thing. So unfortunately the paid membership is the only way you're going to be able to see this, or unless I just show you guys today. So we have that, and yeah, definitely check that out. We have the videos, the feeds, the perks. Let's see. It just shows you different perks here, and then home. Here are the down here. Here are the members, and then you get a discount off the first time membership, whether you do monthly or you do for the entire year. And unlike YouTube, you can pay for the entire year over here. But I digress. I'm over that. Let's stop shilling the store. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you for being here again every Saturday morning. Like clockwork, we like to have this show, and we have so many things to get through today. Some stuff I'm really excited for. All the stuff that, not all the stuff, but some of the stuff that was on my radar for the month of March, because today's the 1st of March, and then all the stuff that was announced for May, and some of the things that I have already pre-ordered, and I've started a new obsession. I don't know if I'm going to tell you guys yet, but yeah, it's like it's movie related. It's totally movie related. So I was like, I'm diving in a little feet first. I didn't do any research, and I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm already bidding on a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to be talking about that soon enough, I guess. We have that morning. Oh, oh, good morning, brother. Good morning. Morning, 80s, and everyone. Yes, 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 yes. Jordan's got the everyone today. All right, let's see. What do we got? Where's it? Moving on. There it is. Ha ha ha.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone. Yes, yes. I love that. And Video Pro. Good morning, brother. Oh, now I was setting this aside because I got some stuff that I'm thinking about framing. Everybody talks about the art cards when you get the big premium stuff, and it comes with art cards and all these tchotchkes, and people don't. A lot of people complain about, but I mean, a lot of collectors really appreciate that stuff. But the one of the biggest complaints is from people that don't understand it. Is it just goes back in the box and you don't care? Like, what is it? What does this matter? Why it just costs more for cheap crap? Well, I frame a lot of that stuff. Now, not everything, not every one of those big chunky box sets behind me is one of my all-time favorite movies that I want to frame the stuff. But Legend is one of them, and I have that big chunky box set there from Arrow Video, and it has all kinds of art cards. It has some like not quite 4x6s. I think they're like 4x7, so it's like quite not quite there. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that one, but I ordered a giant frame that I'm going to be able to stick them all in for the 5x7s. I think is the one I got, and I'll be able to stick them all in and then frame that up. And I was like, I'll show you. I was like, I have some acid-free tape to do that and frame it myself, and so it protects it a little more. And I ran out, so that's coming tomorrow, or else I'd show you guys already. But yeah, so I was worrying about getting the stuff framed up, and as I was getting the stuff framed up and thinking about that, this is the one thing that I showed you guys before the picture, but I have it. This thing is a monster because I like to find the video rental store stuff, and so this right here, it's huge. It goes all the way through and spells Willow, but this was from the video rental store, and I got it on eBay. And so it's ridiculous. It covers the whole thing, and so the frame is actually kind of expensive. So even just doing it myself, like the frame is kind of pricey. So, but I'm going to get that framed up and have that for the movie room here. Super excited, and I got some more stuff coming because I was like, as I got that, I found a Return of the Jedi video rental store, big giant poster promo. So yeah, I had to pull the trigger on that too. So that's coming as well. I figured you'd appreciate that, Video Pro. More Blue Corner. Well, it must be Saturday again. Oh well, yeah. It's always is, always. Yes, Roger Moore is Moonraker. Yeah, I kind of felt. It's been a while, and I'm pretty sure I have that VHS. And Adolfo Rivero just watched Panic Room. Nice, nice. Now, I missed out on it because of that steelbook only thing. I'm kind of irritated. I'm waiting. Hopefully, I think there was a Spanish version that might be getting that. It's on Blu-ray.com showing that it's going to get just a standard Blu-ray. And if it does, I'll grab that. I'll grab that. I think some of the Blu-rays off of those newer 4K restorations, those scans, they look top notch and good enough for me for sure. What do we got? High Volume Video sponsored. High Volume Video just became a member. All right, brother. All right, let's hook you up here. Let's see. Appreciate. Thank you. By the way, always appreciate that. And then we get you one of these. All right. Let's see. And let's see. Chat goes there. Got that. That's awesome. But now I can't get rid of it. It won't go away. Like I'm trying to click over here. What do we got? All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. Got it. Brent Madison. Morning, brother. I recommended Gene Hackman movie The Domino Principle. Nice. That's a good one. And that is in the Imprint Gene Hackman box set, which I think no, that's the Brando one. Yeah, the box set's like right there behind me. So that one, it's in there. It's a good film. So it's actually a really good one. But I like 70s cinema too. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I liked it. Really liked that one. Yeah, it is in the Imprint box set. Yes. Yes, that was a great, great pickup. Yeah, and I mean, the whole thing, I was like, there's tons of Gene Hackmans. I was like, and I'm not gonna do one now because like I love movies, I love actors, and I just like, a lot of people talk when actors pass away, they all of a sudden they make videos and they talk about some of their favorites, and I was like, that's always good. But like was already planning on doing one, but I'm not gonna do it now because I had come across like it just dawned on me that he hadn't acted in something like 20 years. And so I was like trying to do a little deep dive on it, and because it didn't seem like he told anybody. But then I saw that interview where it seemed like basically they weren't sending him scripts or something. He just kind of like, but the way articles were popping up that I was looking doing a little research on it was basically saying that he he quiet quit kind of thing. Like he just kind of just went home and didn't take any more scripts. And so there was like a conflicting story, but the words out of his mouth, I think it was Larry King was the interview, and it was basically like nothing's coming in. Nothing is kind of how the way I was taking that little bit of interview that I saw. And then he passed away, and now I kind of don't want to do that video anymore because there's like some of my favorites, and one of my favorites. I mean, like I love that box set. Don't get me wrong, but Heist, because I'm a sucker for heist films and con jobs and all those, and so I like that one. I think that's a very good underrated Gene Hackman film. And then I have his last one. It was what was it? The one with Ray Romano. So he's like president. So in the movie, he's president. He's his term's over, and then he's getting through a messy divorce, and so he figures if he goes to his favorite home in this like a little tiny crappy town. I think it's Welcome to Mooseport. That's the name of the movie, and he goes to the town, and then they decide maybe they're going to elect him as mayor, and then if he takes the mayor job, then his home becomes off limits, and so she can't get it in the divorce. And so yeah, it was okay, it was definitely okay, but it's only on DVD, and so I have that one. But I like Heist. I think that's a good one. What do we got? Let's see. Adolfo Rivera. I missed out on Life Force 4K Arrow. I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, I can't either. I missed out on it too. So you know what I did? I found an old version of it on eBay that I'm bidding on, and I'm gonna get it for really cheap. So I'm like, I I'm gonna be happy with that. And so it's I would have loved to get that 4K, but I don't know. That one just flew under my radar completely. And it's a movie I've never seen, but I'm looking forward to it now. I mean, right up my alley is vampires, space stuff, naked ladies. Like I like all of it. I like all of it. So yeah, I was a little disappointed with that one too. Um, oh, it's a pretty sure it's only temporary sold out. Yeah, that does happen too sometimes. So we'll keep our eyes out open for it because I still would like to get that 4K. Just got Nosferatu and Graveyard Shift and Alice, Sweet Alice. Nice, nice. Those are all pretty good. Now, I'm still a huge fan of the Bram Stoker's Dracula, so I think Nosferatu, the new one, I think it's okay. Like, and I said before, like I was falling asleep, I was getting kind of bored. I think it's okay. Like, I still think Bram Stoker's is my favorite. I think it's the best. I think visually it's stunning. But then this new one, I don't know. I don't hate it at all. I like it. It's up there, but I don't think anything's gonna for me is gonna top Bram Stoker's. Yeah, those are all good picks. I like them. Defiant Films. Nice. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. And Captain Horror. Good morning. Did you get your shirt yet, brother? Diabolic is getting more soon. Oh, nice. I should be able to order soon. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome. And Crazy Man. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Like and subscribe. Always appreciate that. And he's been a good friend for a long time. Let's see. What do we got? Just ordered Scarecrow starring Hackman and Al Pacino. Nice, nice. I was thinking about grabbing that one too. I might try to, not in FOMO, but I might try to do the obligatory try to pick up more Gene Hackman films myself. Yeah, that one was kind of on my radar too. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was phenomenal phenomenal in as Lex Luthor, and like that probably might be the first movie I ever saw with him in it was him and Superman there. Yep. Welcome to Mooseport. Welcome to Mooseport. Ruin any interest in Hackman in Hollywood was a major reason, if I remember correctly. Nice, nice. It could be, could be. I was like, it was like his last film, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, he just stopped acting. Yeah, high volume video. Let's see. Another good Gene Hackman movie I just checked out was Night Moves. Yeah, that's one that it keeps getting recommended to me, and there's two versions. There's a Criterion version, and then there's there's a the Warner Archive version, and the Criterion version's getting released soon, I think. And so, like, I like both of them, and I don't know if I should just save a couple bucks and grab the Warner Archive, or if I should really dive in because I've never seen it. But that's one it's been on my radar for a little bit, and it keeps coming up as recommendations to me. So. Yeah, yeah, that's one I gotta get. Pretty fun '70s private investigator neo noir. Yeah, that's totally up my alley. Totally up my alley. I definitely. Yeah, I might have to wait for the Criterion now. And Red Rock West or Unforgiven. I like Unforgiven. I think that I don't recall if I've even seen Red Rock West. I was like, I'm not a huge Western guy. I might have seen it, but definitely Unforgiven. I think is just it's classic. Arthur, morning, good morning. And let's see. Are you getting the Kronos 4K box set? I'm debating on getting it. I'm probably gonna grab that. I'm probably gonna grab it. It's just like there's so many good things on the radar. I don't know if it's a day one. Like I think I want it, but I don't know. It's high on my radar. It really is. It's high on my radar. It really just depends on if I sit down that day to order a bunch of stuff and it just pops up. It's probably going to be almost like an impulse buy, but I don't have it on pre-order or anything yet. Let's see. Maybe on Red Rock. Let's see. My bad on Red Rock West. That was Hooper. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so we have the Shout Factories having a sale right now. I looked at it. I don't think. I mean, a sale is a sale, and saving money is saving money. I don't think it's as good as their last sale. Some of the stuff like the Valentine's Day sale that I picked up because I know I picked up Poison Ivy for $30 then, and I think it's the sale is still it's like 40 something dollars here. Let's see. So let's share the screen, and I think this was like a while supplies last kind of thing, or supplies are limited. It seemed like it was a little more than just a regular sale. Let's see. Share the screen here. So yeah, Shout Factory. They got a lot of great things here. This JFK title for $36. I think that's a pretty good deal because it was 60. Wild at Heart, I think, is a good pickup. You can't go wrong with John Carpenter's Elvis. And I was like, Kurt Russell has had a great career, and one of his early, and it might be his first film, but I don't remember. But one of his earliest films, he was a little kid and he kicks Elvis in the shin, and then he ended up playing Elvis, and he had an amazing career in between and after. And yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, I was like, that'd be a good pickup. Clue, one of my all-time favorites, and I think that 4K was great. Fargo, I didn't pick up the 4K of this. I just have the regular Blu-ray still, but I think that would no, for $46 at a silly snow globe. If you're into that stuff, cool. But I think that's a little bit. I think that sale is crazy. The original price of $90 for a poster and a snow globe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. Here, 22 bucks for the 4K. I don't think it's like a great sale, but it's also not a bad one either. We got some Jackie Chan stuff, Sonny Chiba, Death to Smoochie. For me, that's one of my all-time favorites. So that was a day one purchase already. Again, I don't think $20 seems like a huge sale. When Harry Met Sally, I think this is a good pickup if you like the film. 12 bucks, and this is from the 4K scan. So this is a really good looking Blu-ray. Explorer is also fantastic. Deer Hunter. So yeah, definitely check out the sale. There's some stuff that I think is worth it. Some stuff I don't think is worth it. But again, at the same time, saving money, saving money. The Burbs is fantastic. Glenn Ross. I'm a huge fan. I love this film. It's kind of dry and it's a little bit of a slow burn. I know it's not for everybody, but I think this is top notch. But you got Al Pacino, or not Al Pacino. You got Alec Baldwin. You got Jake Lemmon. This one here is just a phenomenal film right there. Cool World for 17 bucks. I think it's a good buy. And the Nutty Professor, I don't think is bad for 16. So yeah, definitely check this out. Obviously, everybody's going to have their own taste, but there's a lot of stuff here for sale. Used Cars is one of my all-time favorite comedies. It definitely makes my top 25. So that would be a great pickup for 19 bucks. I have a couple copies, even on CED, but I don't have that 4K yet. So I might check that out. And Point Break is also a great one. The Jerk. I mean, I can just keep going on. We're going to get off this. Check that out. That sale's going on. I think it's going on till, for a couple days. I think you got some time on that one. And then we talked about that. And then this was a good sale, I thought, because this is a newer movie. It just got released, and it's $11 right now. So this is the Hot Pursuit from Kino Lorber with John Cusack. So it's one I don't remember seeing. I thought I did, but after watching the trailer, it didn't look familiar to me. So it was high on my radar. But yeah, this one I was going to pull the trigger around 17 bucks, and then I just happened to see this yesterday, and I told TJ already. I was like, man, you got to check this out. And I mean, I'm not sure exactly that's how the conversation went, but he ended up buying it because I let him know. But I picked this up yesterday, and so this is coming. I'm super excited for 11 bucks on a brand new Blu-ray that just got released at February 11th. So it hasn't been out long, and it's already got the sale. I don't know how long this is going to go for, because usually it was sitting at a $29 price tag. Yeah, I think that's a really good pickup, and I would definitely jump on that one. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. We got that, and then what do we got? At the Hot Pursuit. Oh, and Deep Blue Sea. So you can always check the weekly sales, and especially through Amazon, what they have going on. But those are the two that stood out to me. It was Hot Pursuit and Deep Blue Sea, because it originally was 50 bucks, and I bought mine through Arrow Video. So I'm just waiting for it to ship, because Arrow Video, when you buy stuff, you earn points, and then the points you get to take money off of your purchase. And so this $50 item, I paid around this $30 price tag for this movie, but the sale right now is $32 for Deep Blue Sea through Arrow Video. So if you were waiting on that one, you haven't picked it up yet, I think this is a pretty good price to grab this now. And I know I've seen some people get theirs already, and I don't know if it's because they ordered from like Diabolic or somewhere else, but I know my Arrow Video hasn't shipped yet, and Amazon's probably going to ship like on time or late. But 32 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong. It's coming in that nice big chunky box set, and I just think that's overall a great price. Let's see. What do we got? Bug's Life for Ants. I like a Bug's Life. I mean, I like them both. I think they're fine. I definitely think they're fine, but I think I like a Bug's Life more. I think that's the one that gets watched more in the house. And all my kids, as they were growing up, I think they preferred those. They preferred that one. So I think it's just I've seen it more. But I think Ants is great. I think it really is. The only one I never really cared for was the Bee Movie. I thought it was okay. There was definitely some funny jokes and stuff in there, but out of all those like bug movies that came out around that time, I like those two, and I think I like A Bug's Life a little more. And Volcano or Dante's Peak. That's a hard one. I would say neither. I was like, I think they're both fine films. I'm not a disaster film guy. Usually when I watch a disaster film, they're one and done for me. Very rarely do I revisit them. Like the only ones that like I think I've revisited more often than others is probably like the Poseidon Adventure or something like that. Just because I was in the Navy and I was on a ship. So like I think that's why out of like morbid curiosity or enjoyment. Because I watched Poseidon Adventure, both of them, like the old one and the new one. I watched it a couple times while I was on deployment, so it's just like it was definitely one of those like morbid things, being in the middle of the ocean and watching a Poseidon Adventure. But did Volcano Dante's Peak? If I were to choose, I would probably say Dante's Peak is probably the one I like better. But like I said, I haven't seen them since they came out. Defiant Films. I've been going through Arrow Video's Shaw Scope Volume 3 box set. Nice. I just actually picked up my first Shaw Scope title from 88 Films, and that's showing up. That's showing up here. But then that's one of the things that I think there's a Shaw Scope that comes out this month. That or maybe that's the one you're talking about. There's one I have linked over here that I wanted to mention because it's either getting released this month or it's getting released very soon. Let's see. And good morning, Frank. Morning, brother. Let's see. We got all this. Let's see. Got those sales. Vinegar Syndrome has got the new stuff dropping in an hour and a half. So somebody remind me towards the end of the show to pull that up because I just pulled it. It's like an hour and 29 minutes left. And so March's got the Imprint's got a ton of stuff coming out, and that's like high on my radar. I get the emails. I'm super excited. But then here it is. And Shaw Brothers is getting something in March, or maybe that's the one you're talking about. Oh, volume 6. Volume 6, an exclusive poster from Shout Select or Shout Factory. Let's see. So this one here, I might have to go back and grab some of these Shaw Brothers box sets because I was putting them off. They're on the more pricier side, but I like these films. But a lot of them are blind buys. But at the same time, like they work great for me for Saturday afternoons. But the rest of the family doesn't really get into them. So to start cranking a ton of money into these box sets, it just wasn't for me. But now I think I need it. Retro looking, it's like that hindsight is 2020 thing. I'm like, if I just started buying them in the beginning, I'd be okay. So yeah, now we're at volume 6 at $139. Whew. All right, what do we got? So yeah, this one here comes out this month, the 25th of this month here, and you get the classic poster. I wouldn't necessarily need the poster on this one. Sometimes it's cool to get that stuff, but for $139, not a bad deal. They're doing the pay in 4 options for you, but what are you actually getting with this? Let's see. All right, so you're getting, let's see, 11 discs. Okay, so it looks like 11 separate movies, 11 discs, lots of information, lots of new stuff. Well, when they're advertising new optional English subtitles, I don't feel that that's a feature. But new commentaries, new audio commentaries on a lot of this stuff. Yeah, that's 11 titles. Yeah, I think that's a fair price. $139 for that box set, 100%. We're at volume 6 now, and I don't have any. So it's one of those like trying to go back and get some of the more expensive ones. I don't know how I'm in at it, but I did pick up one from 88 Films. The Imprint ones I'm very interested in, so I might just kind of start sourcing them that way. I don't know if I'm going to go in all in on these boxes, especially if like volume 1 or volume 2 are going to be like $400, $500, $600. I don't know if I'm there, but what we got? Quietly Games. Good morning. Hello. Pre-order Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. Nice. I love the artwork and the slipcovers. Nice. Nice. Those are awesome. And Ted, Alex. Nice, brother. Hey, I love DVDs, deleted scenes, and commentaries. Great video. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, those are the best. The deleted scenes are always good. They're always fun. There some discs, not all, but there's like, and I think it's a very, very small amount, would let you watch the deleted scenes and then they would insert them into the movie. There was like I think they did that more on DVD. It's just been a while. Like I don't think I've seen one in forever, and I can't even recall like any of my collection that do that. But that just seems like why isn't that a thing? Like I feel like maybe the Suicide Kings DVD used to do that. I don't remember. There was one I know I was watching that it would just kind of, and it wasn't smooth. It wasn't a smooth transition at all. Like it would just kind of pause and then all of a sudden it would play the deleted scene, and then it would continue the movie, and it was just kind of a neat thing. And I think I saw it like once or twice. Yeah, that would be cool if it could be smooth. I'm talking about that. Let's see. Blue Corner says the Shaw box sets usually contain 11 or 12 movies. This is the seventh box set from Shout. They're very bare bones compared to the Shaw Scope box set from Arrow. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, I think for the price, I think it works for what you're probably getting. But I was like, if you're just a super fan and wanted the big premium edition, yeah, I think those Arrow sets are probably the best. And none of them are out of print yet. Oh, okay. So maybe I could retroactively start getting those. Okay, thanks. Nice. The eighth box set. Oh wow. Let's see. Optimus got slimed. I was born in '79, but I wish I had been born in the '80s. Random nonsense. Nice, nice. Well, it's like the whole '80s made thing. It's more of a. I mean, it's me. I was made in the '80s, but like it's more of a. It's a. I treat it like a. I don't even know how to explain it, but like it's like a lifestyle. Like I was born in the '80s, but like my favorite time in cinema. I mean, I like multiple genres. I like multiple eras, but like my favorite time in cinema is like comedies from the '80s. That's what I grew up on, and so like it's just very easy. Anybody could be '80s made, and that's why I do the mug. But you know, it's okay. You were born in '79. It's okay. Also want to pre-order Foul Play from Kino Lorber. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. We're gonna get into all that, and then yeah, so we got that Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and then we have this new label, and it looks like more of the erotic sex type movies. It's one of these labels here. I wouldn't, I wouldn't call it sleazy, but I mean, like, I know my wife would, so it's like it's one of those. But it's a new label, Delirium Home Video, and they're coming out with two. I'm pretty sure I can show these on YouTube here. Let's wing it and see what we got. Let's see. So, new label Delirium Home Video has announced that it will bring it'll bring be it will bring releasing on, I don't know what that even means, on Blu-ray this summer. The label's first two titles are Erwin Dietrich's Rolls Royce Baby 1975 and Jess Franco's Satanic Sisters. Now, out of the two, I was like, it looks like they're showing the original poster art there. I'm not into this type of film. Like I've seen a bunch of these movies. I have a couple of them in my collection, but it seems like it's like a sexploitation film, but it doesn't. It seems like it's not like a porn, like or like hardcore movie, like one of those. It seems like it's all simulated, but it's like over sex kind of thing. And but I like the Rolls Royce Baby cover that they did. Like if we're just talking about art and painted movie that's the one I would prefer, but these movies are really not for me. But they are for somebody, and they come with some uncut, remastered HD from the negatives and special edition slipcases. So I like the premium packaging. I like what they're doing. I just don't know if I need those movies. I would check out Rolls Royce Baby just because I really do. I think the 13-year-old boy in me really likes the cover. So that's a new label that's launching. I don't know if they're going to be like Vinegar Syndrome, who did a lot of that type of stuff, and then they're going to roll into some other films too, or if they're just going to stay on that whole sexploitation type film. But yeah, worth talking about for sure. Uh, let's see, nothing wrong with 79. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with 79. Video Pro. Hope to be joining you in the video store fine soon. Nice. Working on dedicated theater and listening room. Nice. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. Yeah, I'm super stoked. The latest one I just got, I'm not even gonna spoil it. Like I'm just gonna wait. When I get it, I'll show you guys. That one, it's another big one too. That one, I'm over the moon for that one. I mean, this is cool. This it's a video store fine, but the new one I got, oh, I'm over the moon. What do we got? All right, so then for March, we talked about the Shaw Brothers. And then Imprint. So obviously, my favorite Imprint. I talk about them all the time. I'm a huge fanboy, and let's see, I'm not logged in. Switch this to US dollars. So they have the it looks like they have the Shaw Brothers pack, the three movies there. This is something that I'm going to be grabbing. High on my radar. And if I were to pick out of all of the films, these are definitely on my radar. There's the Swashbuckler with James Earl Jones. There's a couple of them that are coming out in March that I really wanted to grab, but all three of these, Imprint Asia. Here we have The Monkey Goes West, Vengeance of a Snow Girl, The Snake Prince. Those are what I'm in 70, 66, 71, and 76. So you have some early cinema. All of the trailers look top notch, right up my alley, and it's all Shaw Brothers stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely in on these. And US dollars on that is 55.82 for all three. I don't think that's super bad. Now, Imprint, ordering from them, shipping does add quite a bit. But then if you spend, I think it's $240, you get free shipping. And so a lot of people will save up, they'll grab a couple bundles, and then they'll get their price. And then that's where I ended up actually building a lot of my collection from people buying the bundles and then just selling them on eBay, because then I'm paying eBay price what I would have paid over here, and then eBay almost always am I also getting free shipping. So it just seems like people ordered a whole bunch just to get the bundle, to get the savings on the shipping, and then they sell off what they don't want, and they're not selling it for scalper prices. So I'm assuming it's just regular collectors, because I probably bought 20 titles that way easily. So that's always a good thing. I like this 55.82. I don't think that's bad. I'm going to be picking all three of these ones up for sure. And then while we're there, Imprint March. What else do they have? They got a lot of stuff coming out in March. Like March is a big month for Imprint. And this next one, the limited edition bundle, I think I don't know how we're in. Let's see. $173 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 films. That one might be a little high. I think, individually, I think the price point is great on them. I don't need all of these films, but high on my radar for many of them. And let's see, trade this in. This is their actual March bundle. Let's see. So, and it comes with, share the screen. So this one here comes with As Above, So Below. Comes with this Dracula here. So you have the Dracula collection, and it's all the Dracula. And I don't know if all the films, but it's several Dracula films from that era. And so it's not just one movie. Let's see, you're getting this one, Escape Room. I thought that was fun. I thought it was fun enough. I don't have it in the collection, so I would want to pick that one up. So we talked about Dracula. This one here, Jason the Argonauts. This is another one I don't have in the collection. And so for me, that would be a huge pickup. And then this as well. So these are Ultraviolet. Yeah, I like it. I like what they got going on here. But these ones here, let's see. Yeah, this is from their ViaVision line. This one isn't even in for the Imprint stuff. So this is the ViaVision. And again, I don't think it's bad. I haven't had any single ViaVision stuff, Blu-rays in my collection. I just have the Imprint stuff. So I wouldn't mind grabbing any of these titles. I don't think they're bad individually. I definitely wouldn't get them all. The As Above, So Below, I just don't think it's a me movie. I'm not a huge one into the found footage films. So that's one I wouldn't be into. And then this one, Nocebo. After watching the trailer, it's not for me. And if you don't know what that is, I didn't know what it was either. But it's the opposite of a placebo. So this one, they don't. It has to do with drugs and making sure that their mental health or their health is screwed up, and they don't give them the drug. It's just like the opposite of a placebo, something like that. But after watching the trailer, I was not into that one at all. But the other ones I'm interested in, Jason the Argonauts and Dracula specifically. So huge fan of those. And then what else we got? Imprint also has this one and then one other one. So they have their TV line, and I just picked up the I Dream of Genie and Bewitched sets, which are up there. Absolutely fantastic. And we've been watching a couple of those episodes, and we're going to tone it down, and we're going to watch one episode a week. I think we're going to watch like one on Wednesday and one on Thursday. And man, yeah, we dove in, we loved it. I think the transfer on those TV shows were beautiful. And so something like this, I think is a no-brainer. 86 bucks for this UFO. I watched the trailers. I never saw this before, but there's full episodes. There's full episodes online. It's just a schlocky 60s or 70s sci-fi TV show. I thought it was fun enough, and I think it's a British show as well. But yeah, this is something that, it's probably not for everybody. But if you're into sci-fi TV from the 70s, this is a nice pickup here. It comes with 8 discs, so I don't think that's a bad price either. And then the other thing is they did this TV show. Oops, where is it? We'll go back. Oh, let's see. The other thing that they did was it was 3 TV movies, and they were from when I was maybe that's it right there. I don't have it. I don't have it anymore. But they did 3 TV movies that's also being released in March, and those played here in America. So I remember those, and they're all like hard watch dramas, and they were TV movies, so they're not like bad, but they're like it's crappy subject matter. There's like abuse and alcoholism, and it's like all those like 70s and 80s type things that you'd see on TV that just always scared the hell out of the parents. And so those, I thought they were good films. The ones I saw, I don't think I saw all of them, but they're 3 films, and so they're releasing that as well in March. And then this is the actual imprint bundle here. And again, I'm excited for some of these. Some I didn't even know about, but plenty of them were high on my radar. And when this one got announced, I actually just watched a movie that had the trailer for this on the beginning of it. I was like, oh wow, because I probably would have just passed on it if I hadn't just seen the trailer. So this bundle pack, I'm not sharing the screen. So this bundle pack here is for March 2025, $111. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 films here. Again, I don't think it's a bad deal. I love Imprint. I am a huge fanboy, so I do give them a little bit of leniency too. But this one here, Man Bites Dog, that's the one I was not familiar with. And when they were advertising somebody was saying it was like almost like somebody trying to produce if somebody was trying to produce something that Quentin Tarantino might make, or trying to aspire to be Tarantino, like that's how that movie was described to me. I don't know if any of that's true, but that's what I was told. So that's something that it wasn't on my radar, but it's definitely something worth checking out. But this one here with Dennis Quaid's Savior, I watched the trailer. That one's high on my radar. But this right here, this is the one, and this is, I guess, it's based off a true story, Shattered Glass, and it's got what's his name there from Hayden Christensen. So it's got him in it, but it's a true, I guess it's a true story where there was this this magazine writer or newspaper writer was basically making stuff up. And, he was very popular. People liked him. People liked his articles, but it was all fake. And so, yeah, that one I was interested in it. I was interested, and then they announced it. So that's high on my radar. I want to grab that one. This one here, The Weight of Water. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. I just don't remember the trailer on that one. But this is one that was always on my radar. Factory Girl, sexy, uncut, unrated. I'm in there. But you have another Hayden Christensen, Guy Pearce, and Sienna Miller. So another one that I was always interested in. I heard about it, but I just never watched it yet. So interested in all those. And what do we got? Yeah, those Shaw Brothers titles are excellent. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. Looking forward to them. Matthew, morning. I wonder with Amazon buying 100% controlling interest in James Bond, will those 4K Connery collections come out in June 2025? I don't know. I didn't pick them up. I just picked up the Roger Moore one. I don't know if you were here for that, but I just picked this up because I didn't have it in the collection. I like the Sean Connery ones, but again, like I think I have like a couple DVDs. I thought I got rid of all those DVDs, but I found a couple. So I think I have Dr. No. I have a couple of those Sean Connery ones. And I have the VHS. I have quite a few James Bond VHS tapes. But I just picked up this Roger Moore 3-pack volume 1 on Blu-ray. It was $15. And I don't know if the price point reflects the idea of maybe a 4K is coming out, but I was never in on all of them. Like if I bought the big box set, I know that I'm not into all the Bond films. I kind of remember liking the Roger Moore stuff. I always loved the Sean Connery, and then I grew up in the Pierce Brosnan era. It's kind of my bag. So I think that's where I'm in on it. So if they do it, I would be happy if they did individual 4Ks or like this, where they did, three of the specific Bond, packs like that. But if they do it in like a nice big 4K box set, I don't think I'd be in on it, because then I would feel obligated to watch them all, even though I probably don't think I like them all. But yeah, I suspect that they would. I mean, it's money. They leaving money on the table, and right now, I think Amazon, Walmart are pretty much your last hurrahs for physical media on the bigger scale. That's not a boutique label here in America, at least. And Defiant Films, Eureka Entertainment is starting to release the Shaw Brothers titles now, so definitely keep an eye out. Okay, I will, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Eureka's great too. Vivision has the best box set for Harryhausen. It's 8 films, I think. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I was like, I didn't pick that one up, but I do like Harryhausen. Any of the Harryhausen stuff I have is on Indicator, so I have those. But I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing another label. But yeah, I do like Ray Harryhausen. Big fan. And Jason and Argonauts is must. Oh, sure, I think so too. That's got to be. I got to get that soon. Jason is the same Sony scan. It's the same as the US Blu-ray, just not super expensive and out of print. True. There you go. Let's see. And I like how two of the Sinbad films in the Indicator have identical masters to Twilight Time. Seventh Voyage was the only new scan, the only 4K at launch. Oh, wow. Yeah, I only had the Indicator ones. I never even grabbed the Twilight Time ones. I think I missed out on those because when they were going out of business, I grabbed a bunch of stuff, but like so was everybody else. And so there was a few things that I had always had on my radar, but then as soon as the more Marty, more it's a second. As soon as the I saw that the Indicator had them, I picked those up and I wasn't worried about grabbing the Twilight Times. And morning, Marty. Has anyone here heard about Young Frankenstein being released in 4K? That would be a must-have for me. Oh yeah, sure, me too. I do like Young Frankenstein. I think that's great. I have not heard anything about it yet, but I also wasn't looking either. But yeah, that's one. That's one I'd probably be high up there on a day one purchase, easy. So we have those. We have the talked about the Imprint stuff, talked about the Shaw Brothers stuff. So the stuff that's coming out in May. So these are the newest announcements here. And we talked about this before, but it was more of like, hey, these are coming kind of thing. But Arrow Video has their announcements, and in their announcements, they show off the a few dollars more set as well. Again, but as they show that off, it is. I don't want to show that. I don't want to bring this up. Anyway, keeps bringing me up to the other thing to buy this. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. No, it's not. So when you pull up the few dollars more, when you go to the link yourself, it takes you to the Amazon site, and then it takes you to the Amazon UK site for it, but then it shows that it's a chunky box set. So that I know a lot of people were thinking maybe it was a slipcover or whatever, or I know I missed it. If it said slip box set or said that earlier, I completely missed it last time we talked about it. So this one here, so this is their May announcements, but yeah, the few dollars more, big chunky box set. I was all in on it anyway because out of the Dollars trilogy, I only have the last one, so I, I don't even have the first two movies. Let's see. So yeah, there's that. Then there's Steppenwolf. This is not a me movie. I know it's definitely a cult film. It's got to be because I watching that trailer. It was just like I don't know if it's for me. It's not for me. But this is coming out in May 27th. It's coming out. So this is a movie from 2022. Like I said, I watched the trailer. It wasn't for me. But this is something that everyone's talking about. So you have Jason X, and you have Jason Goes to Hell. Now, I I'm gonna keep my box set. I have the Scream Factory Blu-rays. I think they're good. I think they're good enough. I enjoy them. I like this. I like that they're doing it. I'm not complaining. I'm not, nothing about it. I think it's great. My thing is, I kind of want them to put them all out, and I know that's kind of a bigger endeavor. Not, not all the studios own every single one of them, and so it would take a little bit to kind of put a box set together. But if they're putting all these out, that's how I like these movies. And so it's like, if they're for you, totally get them. I'm not knocking it. That's why I'm not super excited, but a lot of people are really excited, and I'm glad for you. For me, I think the artwork is cool enough. But then they're doing this like consistent thing where like every single one of them looks the same or looks very similar with the new stuff in. And I would have liked that to be on a box set and then having I just like the original artwork, and so when it showed the slipcover and then pulling that out, it only showed the same artwork on both. And I don't know if you're going to have the original movie posters and be able to flip that over. So for me, that's a big plus, and it happens most of the time. There's reversible art, but I didn't see any. So that's another thing that I'm just like, I think it's okay. I think it's okay, but I know a lot of people are excited, and the bigger thing is these movies are coming to 4K. They're great movies. They're things that people love. They're cult classics. I mean, some of them are. Like a lot of people like the originals, but like Jason Goes to X, you can talk to 10 people and everybody's going to have a different opinion on it. But I think Jason X is fun. Jason Goes to Hell is also fun. But Jason in Space, I get a good time every time I watch that one. So those are coming out. Andromeda Strain's also coming out. So this one here, from 1971. I think I'm interested in this one more than the Jason ones. Like I said, I have the Scream Factory box set, and I'm happy with those. So this is something that it's high on my radar. I don't know if I need it day one for sure, but that's a movie I'd like to revisit. And then this one. This is one I didn't know. I Will Never Leave You Alone. So that's one that I've never seen it. I'm interested enough in that one. But again, it's probably not a day one. But I think the price point's not bad. $25. I don't think that's bad at all. And so there's all that information. So yeah, out of all the Arrow video announcements here, a few dollars more. That's a day one for sure. Andromeda Strain is high up there, and then this other one is on my radar. For sure. Okay, there we go. All right. So there is reversible cover art on Jason 4Ks. Okay, all right. No, that's cool. I was like, I probably missed it, but all the pictures I was seeing was just the same artwork as they pulled it out of the slipcover. So that's great. I was like, um, it's a bigger plus for me there, but I know I'm not going to get them. But I was like, I'm not knocking anybody who's excited for these because getting them on 4K is top notch. I just I would be disappointed that I got all of them on Blu-ray, and then I only had a couple on 4K through Arrow Video, and then maybe if another company puts it just would be one of those things that it would buy. It's the same reason I never picked up Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I have the studio releases of the other Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and I don't have all of them. I only have some of my favorites, but I love 2. And then if I got the Arrow Video release, then I would want them all in Arrow Video. And I don't know, it's a collector thing. I get it. If you love the movie, just get the movie and watch the movie. But at that point, I'd be happy watching it on VHS. Seriously, I was like, I don't need to have it in the highest quality format because I still watch TV on these old CRT televisions. So I was like, I have the ability to enjoy a VHS or a DVD. And so I know it's not for everybody. I totally get it. If you want to get the 4K, get it. But that's why I skipped on the Texas too. What do we got? Brent says the Arrow new 4Ks have okay, reversible posters and sleeves. Arrow website shows this. Okay, yeah, I just went off of what I was seeing for the just the still image. I didn't even make it over to Arrow yet. But thank you. Matthew, will Warner ever reissue Once Upon a Time in the West 100 gigabyte disc, or should I import Eagle Media? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I would love for them to do that. I'm still waiting on the Hateful Eight to come out too. Like so, it's like there's a whole bunch that I'm waiting for, and I don't even remember who did that one. But yeah, the Once Upon a Time in the West 100 gig disc probably should be good. Let's double check. Um, Blu-ray.com. So the other version, importing it. I mean, I import stuff all the time, and I don't have a problem with it. So just if you it depends on the artwork or how you like it or the price of the import. Because I know sometimes, like if you can get a movie here for $20, like importing it's $25, then the VAT tax and the shipping, and now you're up closer to $40, $50 on a movie. I totally get that, but let's see. Um, once upon a time in the West. Mm, Let's see. Well, there's this, but it was like it's not on a 100 gigabyte disc. There's that one. Because there's it looks like the standard edition for Paramount, and there's this other version. Let's see. Once upon I might have to research that and get back. Um, let's see. I mean, the import prices, I don't think they're super bad, but there's this like really sweet, chunky box set that's not available anymore. So I don't know. I mentioned it from Spain. I mean, there's a couple versions out there. Just I would probably import it. That would just be me. Let's see. It's great for us over here in the UK because the big Jason box set never came out over here. Importing gets pricey. Oh, it does. Believe me, it does. I imported stuff the other day, and then good morning, Jeff. Good morning, brother. I imported stuff the other day from Germany, and I was like, oh yeah, I can get this movie for like $5, and then shipping and VAT tax, brought me back to reality real quick. Let's see. I'll pull up while I'm talking about that. I'll pull up what I bought. Let's see, go to Germany. So what I bought from Germany. Let's see. Oh, and I got the Constantine set. That's coming from the UK. The big chunky Constantine set. That's coming. I don't know if it's shipped yet. I don't think it's been dispatched yet, but it's supposed to ship around the 18th, I think. So that one's coming this month. I'm super excited about that. But then Germany. What I order from Germany? And I ordered something. I ordered something special from Italy too. So I got that. What do we have? What are my orders? All right, so then they're older movies, and people probably didn't even actually catch any of these. So the first one I ordered was something I've been looking for a long time, and it's called Next Day Air. It's with Mos Def, and it's just this like silly comedy where um, it feels like somebody watched Friday, and then they were like, hey, you know what? We should make a movie, but it should be about like delivery people, like a wrong delivery. And so, yeah, that's kind of how the vibe I got from it. It had this nice chill vibe. It felt it, and when I was done watching it, I wanted to watch Friday too. But this one here, Next Day Air. Let me pull this up. So I can't pull this up. Well, I will. That's sharing my information here. I'll pull it up on Blu-ray.com. So we never got a Blu-ray here of this movie, and so Germany did. So I imported that, and I think I paid like $3 or $4 for it. But then after tax and shipping, I was just like, oh my god, might as well have bought a brand new 4K. Let's see. Next Day Air. Yeah, I like this one, and I think for the price, what I paid, I don't think it was bad. There was only two versions in Germany. One was like a big media book, and that's all sold out. And then there was this regular standard version, and so that's what I picked up. And like here, it's showing a price of like $5, whatever that would convert into there. And so it's this movie here, and yeah, it's the guy from Scrubs. But anyway, this drug dealers they're getting a box. It's being delivered, and there's like I don't remember if it's like cash. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think it's cash that's in there. It's like cash or drugs or something, and it gets delivered to the wrong house, and so they take it, and it just the entire thing is just. I think it's funny. I think it's a funny movie. and for the price, I don't think it was bad. So I picked that up from Germany. And then the other thing I picked up was this movie with Katie Holmes, and it's another one. I don't think we got a Blu-ray here, and it was Miss March, or not Miss March. What is that? Miss Meadows. So that's the movie with Katie Holmes, and it's a movie I've never seen it, and it was just always on my radar. And somebody was talking about Katie Holmes films, and then I was like, oh, I gotta get more of her films in my collection because I wanted to get Teaching Mrs. Tingle, but that Blu-ray is long out of print, and so I was gonna get the Japanese version, which I love that cover even more. But then I was like, "Ah, I was already spending a bunch of money, so this one here, let's see, Miss Meadows is the other one I ordered from Germany. Meadows. And it looks like there was only ever a German release and an Australian release back in 2015. So again, this is it was used, not a big deal for the price, but then after shipping and VAT tax, like it's, yeah, so importing can be kind of expensive. So this is the other movie. Yeah, I was like, I remember the trailers of this. It's just a movie I never saw. I didn't share that. Let's see. So this is the movie, and we never got the Blu-ray here. So I imported both of those. Both of them are used, and even at the used price, I feel like, feel a little dirty, spending that kind of money on used movies. Got those, and then I'll wait to surprise you with my Italian purchase. But I also imported something from Italy. So we got those. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see. What do we got? Oh, Paramount. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, there's one of I mean, I went to Amazon just now and there was one available. So if you just want to get the Paramount Presents, like I don't know if there was like a difference in what they had released in a different size disc. I don't know if that was the issue. But yeah, when I pulled it up right away, there was one for $23. Um yeah. Adolfo Rivera says, I would have wished for a Chucky box set for the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, that would have been fine. Would have been fine. I still kind of want to get that Chucky box set. I only have the first one in on 4K and Bride of Chucky. That's it. I haven't seen all the rest in a long time. And then some of the newer ones, like I'm just like whatever on. So if they were in a nice box set, I would be fine at that point. But I remember liking the second one. And, I kind of liked all the rest a little bit, but like I think the first one is top notch, and Bride of Chucky is probably my favorite. Let's see. 90% of my collection is imported. Suck it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like it's yeah, living in Denmark. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Second set announced House of the Devil. Yes, that is the next thing I was gonna pull up actually. House of the Devil and the Coffee Table on Blu-ray, chunky box sets, considering those, but wish they were 4K. Thought one was. I mean, let's talk. I have it right here. Let's see. Second site. So yeah, this was oh no, no. So yeah, they have Blu-rays. They just had the black cases. I didn't even pay attention. I still like the chunky box set. Now, newer films though, I don't know what they've done. I haven't seen either of these. I've seen the trailers, and so I'm very familiar with them. I don't think they're for me though. That's the issue. I like the box sets. I like that. Out of the second sight stuff that's coming out soon, I'm getting the Brood, and I think that's about it. But yeah, these were just announced to House of the Devil. I'm a big fan of Second Sight. I love what they got going on. I love the artwork here. Now, out of the two that were announced, this was the one. This was the one that I was intro. I didn't know that I did that. So this is the one that I was interested in out of the two. I like it. I like the trailer. Seems like a movie that's right up my alley. So if you haven't seen this one, she gets hired like they put an ad for a babysitter. She gets hired, but then they realize that there's no baby, and then she needs the money. And then she's like, well, if I just stay here and watch the house and watch TV, I still get paid. And then it's probably the worst thing she's ever done in her life. So yeah, I was like, I'm interested, but I don't know if I'm going to grab it. So I might try to find a way to watch it online first. But I do like it. I love Imprint. I love the box sets they're doing and the coffee table. I like the design. I like the aesthetic. I watched the trailer. It's just not for me, but I know it's for quite a few people, and so there's huge Second Sight fans that are trying to collect all those. Makes sense if you like the film. It totally makes sense, and I think everything they do is top notch. But being newer films, they're probably recorded digitally, but if not, even the ones that aren't recorded digitally and they're recorded on film in the newer way, they still look really good in on the Blu-rays, and the technology that they have to put stuff on Blu-ray now as opposed to what they did originally, a lot of that stuff is ridiculously better. And so I just picked up the Overboard Blu-ray that's coming in soon. That's from a new scan. I think Severin Films put it out, and I missed it somehow. And I was reading a blog review on it, and somebody that compared the original Blu-ray to this new one, it was saying it was like a night and day difference. And so I don't know. I'm going to check it out, but I think you'll be okay with those Blu-rays. I get the point of like, hey, why isn't it on 4K? But I think they're going to look sharp, and the difference in that Blu-ray versus a 4K, I think would be a small uptick because I'm pretty sure they're both newer films. I could be wrong on that too because I wasn't super familiar with them until this morning. Let's see, Craig. Morning, morning. Hope you got your mug. Since I'm 73, my big influence was the 60s. I have my three favorite movies from the 60s. It's definitely recommend to you. The Time Machine, nice. The Guns of Navarone. That's one I've never seen, but definitely high on my list. It's something I will, and yeah, I'll probably. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm I've ventured into a new obsession, and so there's a whole bunch of new movies that I'll be grabbing, and so I might look for Guns of Navarone now and Dirty Dozen. So yeah, that one is another one that is probably completely missed me. But Time Machine, I've seen, definitely seen, and I have it. I have it on DVD. Uh, let's see, Alan, morning, brother. The challenge with the Friday the 13th franchise, the rights are split between Paramount and Warner. No, 100%. Anything between the first and the eighth may not be released by Arrow. No, and so yeah, that's the issue. Like, I, I totally get the problem. It's for me as a collector, like it's kind of frustrating. Like if I was just a movie guy that just liked some movies and that was one of my favorites and I grabbed, yeah, sure, no brainer, no brainer. But the collector in me is like, I want them all. So, I'm happy. I'm happy with my Blu-rays, and so there's that. If they eventually released them all and they put out a box set, oh yeah, yeah, I'd probably double dip. I'd probably get those 4Ks. But yeah, I was like, I get the reason. I just kind of, and I'm not even like a stick in the mud. Like I'm not even like super mad about it. I totally get it. It's just why I didn't get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one too. It's like that's a franchise and it's the same issue. Same issue. They don't not all the same studios own all the movies, and so it's like it's like moving water to try to get these put out. And so a Texas Chainsaw Massacre box set, same thing, would be a huge thing. And so when Scream Factory was able to put that out, I was excited. I was excited. Yeah, but yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's just I would like to see the whole box set. And even if they didn't do like they did something like when they did with the whole Halloween one, where they released the first couple on individually, and then they did that little box set of the three H2O and all the other ones, and I picked that up too. It was its own little kind of thing, and it had its own cardboard sleeve box set. If they did, Arrow did something like that with the rest of the movies, and maybe they had to like they couldn't put them in a box set, and then now we can do it ourselves. We can do our own cut, or I could just have them all on the shelf. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Arthur says, my Constantine limited edition from Zavvi shipped yesterday. Nice, nice. I didn't check mine. Well, I was like, while we're here, I can check it. Let's see. Let's see. I just won't show you. Let's see. Let's see. I am looking forward to it. I'm glad you got it too, man. Glad you got it too. All right, so yeah. It says arriving March 11th. Oh, it says, yeah, mine shipped. Mine says dispatched. So yes, and it says arriving March 11th. So I'm super excited about that one. Um, yeah, that's huge. Yeah, I'm glad you're shipped too. I'm super excited. Let's see. I can relate to you and the show because of my kids are 80s. Me Friday. Nice, nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I was like, I'm glad it works out. Glad it works out. Um, let's see. I FOMO'd and bought the Big French Connection release. I may need therapy. I don't think. I mean, I think you're good. I think you're good. Everybody's got their thing. I have not gotten Amadeus yet because I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid. Like I was probably like 12 or 13 when I saw Amadeus last. And it's a good movie, and it's high on my radar. It's one I wanted to grab on 4K, but I'm so tempted to get the big chunky box set, and I know I don't need it. I know I don't need it. I know I'd be fine with it. And realistically, I would probably be fine with that one on VHS too, like or DVD or something, or a lesser format. Like I think a Blu-ray would be fine. I don't necessarily need the 4K because even though I enjoy the movie, like how often am I going to watch it downstairs on the 4K television? It's a movie my wife is never going to want to watch. I might get her to watch it the first time, but she'll complain about it, because she's not a movie person, and that's not for her. So I would probably be better watching it up here on the older TVs that I have up here. So it's like, but man, I look at that chunky box set and I'm like, I freaking need it. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. Let's see. I did get the Studio Ghibli, or rather Miyazaki films from Japan, or Miyazaki. I'm sorry, I butchered that. I can't see it. From films from Japan, Castle in the Sky and Castle of. I don't know what that one is either. I want Cat Returns, and it's another $40. Oh, I know. We started getting into those Studio Ghibli stuff and some of the anime stuff. My kid was getting into it, and then she kind of fell off of it. So I bought like a ton of anime movies, and a lot of it's not for her anyway. It was because I started getting into it too. There was like a bunch on sale on one of those like anime sites. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't the Crunchyroll thing. It was like one of the ones that were selling anime. I'm not super versed into it all, so I've seen some of the stuff. There's some things I like, but we have this entire pile. We probably have like 20 or 30 anime films in the house now, and she fell off of it. So we were watching them together, and then I was watching some of those other ones. I was kind of getting into it, and just so now I haven't like finished watching all of it, and so I have this like small anime collection, but I was never into anime before, and I like it. And so the Studio Ghibli stuff, I think it's good. I think it's good. It's just we haven't got all of it. And there was one. There's the one that like it's like comes like super high. Princess Mononoke. She freaking loves that movie, and she was watching. She's been watching that since she was 6. And so, and I said that like everyone's like, "Oh my god, you shouldn't let her watch it." I was like, "It's my kid. Like she likes what she likes." But my older kids, I would have never. They would have had nightmares. They would have had problems. It wouldn't have been a thing. But this one here, she doesn't have nightmares. She's a movie person. Like she likes what she likes. But then there was this one, and it was a Studio Ghibli, and I don't know what it was, but the people turn into pigs in like the very beginning, and that bothers her. It bothered her with Willow, so she won't watch Willow anymore, and she won't. And then it took me a long time to figure it out because we eat bacon. People turn into pigs, like it really screws up her brain. She can't deal with it. So now, because of that one thing, she pretty much has sworn off all anime for at least a while. So yeah, we have a small collection though. Nice. Yeah, that I probably should pick up that chunky box set. And Child's Play 2 is by far the standout of the series. Facts. Yeah, I was like, I I remember liking it, but I love the first one, And I think Bride of Chucky is just hilarious. I just think it's funny, and I must have seen it at the right time in my life. But I remember when they were on. So the first one I remember it was just on TV on a Saturday afternoon, and I remember watching it, and I was young. And then it was probably like I don't know, maybe like 13, 14 in that range. I was a young teenager when they were like some of them were always on the weekends. And like there was like a maybe around October time, around that season, there'd be like two back to back, and then the following weekend there'd be like another two, and they were never really in order. They were just kind of random. And so I remember seeing two then and really loving it. But then I fell in love with Bride of Chucky. I thought it was great. I think I just was like the perfect time in my life. So you're probably right. It probably is the standout. And if you were to go, it's not schlocky, it's not goofy, it's probably the better one. Right, like, if you were to call them, like, cinematic masterpieces, and I know they're not, but if you were, 2 is probably the cinematic masterpiece compared to the rest. Let's see, Coffee Table was released by Vinegar Syndrome, and it sold out quick. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Yeah, I think that might have been the trailer I was watching. I might have been watching because like, there's a trailer on YouTube I was watching this morning, and I think that was the Scream Factory one there. Yeah. I like Jumper. I would buy it on 4K. Oh, I love Jumper. Like I think it's an underrated film, and Hayden gets all that crap from his performance in Star Wars, but I think he's a pretty good actor, and I mean, I don't think Jumper is like a masterpiece by any means, but definitely it's a guilty pleasure. I love that movie. I'll watch it any day of the week, and then my daughter loves it too. So like that's just an easy go to for any day. Yeah, I would definitely. Um, it's the only Hayden movie outside Star Wars I like. Yeah, I like it. I think it's great. At 4K, I would pick it up. Let's see. I might go in blind for Umbrella's Wake and Fright. The new. Let me make this bigger. Too old to be squinting. I might go in blind for Umbrella's Wake and Fright. The new restoration looks insane. They redid it and removed the previous cool tones it had. They cranked up the warm and hotter colors. Okay, check it out. Check it out. I was like, I don't think there was anything from Umbrella that I was like I needed, but I'm always interested. Always interested. Let's see. Paramount already did Friday 1 and 2 on 4K, so yeah, don't see Arrow getting any of the Paramount ones. Yeah, I know. No, that's just the thing. I get it. It's the nature of the game. Now, if I didn't have any of the films at all, like it would really be a no brainer. Like just get them. But I had that box set, so I'm in on it. But if I didn't have if I and I'm saying like not just if I had a couple of the films on VHS or DVD, if I had them on older formats, like I wouldn't probably be all in on upgrading. I enjoy watching all those on the older TV, but yeah, I was like, yeah, if I didn't have any of them at all, I would just grab whatever was available, and I would go for the 4K for sure. Let's see. Gregory Peck is great for Guns and Navarone and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, so 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I've seen it. I have it on VHS. To Kill a Mockingbird. The only time I ever saw it was in an English class in middle school. So we watched it for like I think a week straight. Every day we watched like 40 minutes of it or 20 minutes of it. After you settle down and they actually get the thing started. I think we watched it every day. And then I think Friday there was like a test on it or something, and we were all supposed to read the book, and I don't think anybody read the book. Um, I just remember that. That's the only time I've ever seen it. It's a good film. It's a good film, but I was like, I haven't, maybe I'll pick that up soon. It's been a while since I've seen it. And Captain Moore, good morning. What's up, 80s? Good morning. Received my shirt. Thank you so much, brother. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. It runs a bit bigger than I had anticipated, so I'm going to order a smaller one. Wash it and see if it shrinks a little because I had a couple. They didn't shrink a ton, but like it snugged up just nice enough where like it felt a little big and then it wasn't. But if not, definitely. So I know some of the shirts did run a little bit larger. I like big shirts. I'm gonna order a smaller one and give this one to my bro. He's bigger than me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, brother. Definitely. Thanks. Yeah, just wash it first, just in case, because I'd hate for you to get a smaller one and then it to be too snug. Uh, let's see. I really like Bogart. If you like classic movies, a lot of people say black and white films are boring. Oh, got tons of black and white films. Huge fan, huge fan. And my daughter, hates black and white films. Hoping for the French Connection. Yes, I like that one. Let's see. My daughter loves black and white films. She's a movie person just like I am. But my wife doesn't like black and white films, and my daughter's kind of picked up on that. So she's just turned 8, and she's really coming into her own as a person, as a movie lover, as things that she likes and things that she doesn't. And but then the whole black and white thing, she's like, I don't like them. I don't like them. I only like some like it hot, and that's that. But she'll watch. I can get her to watch any black and white film. We watched the Kim Novak and Jack Lemmon movie, The Notorious Landlady. She thought that was great. I don't know, we watched another one the other day too, and she just sat there and thought it was just the best thing in the world. So yeah, I love black and white films. There's a few of the Jimmy Stewart ones I'm really into. Yeah, I watch any black and white film. It doesn't matter to me. I'll watch any film anytime. I've got silent films. I'll watch anything. Pretty much watch anything. Cool to see some online places selling the '89 4K Godzilla versus Biolante. I almost pulled that up today, already a few weeks early. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I almost pulled that up today. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see what we got. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd buy that one too for sure. Let's see, what is this? Oh, we talked about that already. And let's see. Kino Lorber's got some things going on too. Now this one, I think this one had a previous release before because it just kind of rings a bell, and it's a Vice Squad. Let's see, screen. This one here. I mean, the trailer's fantastic, but this is right up my alley. I'd watch this movie for sure. But I just kind of feel that another studio released it already. But you're getting a Blu-ray and a 4K. And this is a movie from 1982, and with this one here, you're getting a new 4K SDR restoration from the camera negative by Studio Canal. So there's that. So then also by Studio Canal doing it, more than likely other studios will be picking this up eventually. So if you don't want to import, you don't want to get the Kino, maybe you wait on it. This new 4K restoration from the camera negative, yeah, same thing. But you're getting new audio commentary by filmmaker Steve Mitchell and writer director of Wings Hauser, working class actor. 5.1 audio with the original 2 audio. So I like what they're doing. It's simple. You're going to get the original movie poster with Kino Lorber, and this is from their Studio Classics line. But this one here, I watched the trailer and I'm in on it. I'm in on it. I kind of like what this movie is showing me there. But I don't. Again, it's probably not a day one purchase for me. But high on the radar and big fan. But this one, let's see. This is the one that I I know I'm not in on, but it's somebody's probably gonna like this one. They're putting it out. This is a 60th anniversary. Not saying I wouldn't watch it. It's just I definitely don't think I need it. It looks like a disaster film, and you know how I feel about disaster films. They're one and done for me. And it's called Crack in the World. So this is Kino Lorber's putting this out. I like the artwork on it. I love the poster. And so you have that original. Oh, you have this original movie poster here. And so yeah, I like what they got going on here. But after watching the trailer, it looks like a disaster film. I'm just not into those. More than once. Like for me, any of these are a one and done. But it comes out May 13th, so I'm interested in watching it. I just don't think I need this Blu-ray. Let's see. Morning, John. Morning, 80s. Definitely excited for May. Also getting into Cruising and Graveyard Shift 4Ks today. Love Graveyard Shift. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And Cruising's a good one too. Yeah, yeah. But Graveyard Shift, that's one that I was gonna grab, but I was like, I might have to pick that one up. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah, but this one here, yeah. I don't know if this is worth grabbing, but for me, I just know myself, and I know I would watch it the one time, and it would just sit on the shelf and collect dust. Already talked about the Second Sight stuff, and then 88 Films is the next one. They got a lot of stuff that I'm interested in, and I did just place an 88 Films order because Blue Corner was messaging me and telling me I had to, so I did, and I got some stuff. Um, so I got that coming. Let's see, what do we got? Shout Factory has Blu-ray for Vice City. It's great. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was like, I thought somebody else had put it out already. Yeah, I don't mind. I was like, honestly, I'd probably pick up whatever one was less expensive. Um, they might even use that same transfer. I gotta check it out. But the 4K is one of those things I was like, I think I don't need it. I was like, it's a movie that I'm not super into. I think it'd be fine if the Blu-ray's done from that 4K restoration. I think the Blu-ray would be perfectly fine for me. Your daughter will like Roman Holiday. I think she would too. I think she would too. She's hit or miss, and then like she'll get excited about a movie and then she thinks she's excited and then she's really not. But like something like that, huge fan. I'm a huge fan of yeah, I was like, I like Roman Holiday. I like Roman Holiday. Big fan. I was like, I just ordered a whole bunch of movies and I think that's included in there too. Let's see. I'm still waiting for Napoleon in 4K. I think we all are. I think we all are. Jumper was a fun film. I Am Number Four also comes to mind. Oh, I love I Am Number Four, but I'm just kind of frustrated that they built that whole world. And I watched that movie with my older kids, and so like we got into it really hardcore. And I understand it's a book series, but then they never did anything else with that world. There's like a bunch of the books, and so it should have been a bunch of movies, and they just kind of it fell off. But I thought that was fun. Yeah, it definitely deserved its sequels. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so I like that one. I found it at the used bookstore pretty cheap, and so yeah, we have it on Blu-ray. But yeah, that's one that I did kind of like. Let's see. Scream Factory did a collector's edition of Vice Squad some time ago. They lost the rights to it not long ago, so guess we know why. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so I'll probably pick that up. Probably pick that up. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah, I did. I picked up some 88 Films stuff. But as we're talking about the 88 Films, let's see. I got the new announcements. What's coming out? So we have in 88 Films. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So we have Operation Condor. It's just gonna let's see. I'm on a different page here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Operation Condor. Love the artwork here. This is something I would grab. The Armor of God 2 Operation Condor. I didn't know it was ever called something else. I've always heard it called Operation Condor. So it's another one I've never seen, but I was very familiar with it. But you're getting a new exclusive 4K restoration. I'm in. I'll definitely check this out. Big fan, and always trying to get more. Definitely, I'll get more Jackie Chan cinema in my house. We've got that. Then there's this one, Seven Deaths of in the Cat's Eye. Again, I'm into the artwork here. It's definitely more of a hodgepodge. Everything's just kind of slapped in there, but yeah, I like it. I like it. It's not just like stoic actors just slapped on the cover. More intriguing than anything. This is not a me movie, I think. More than a one, it's probably a one and done for sure. But then even just let's see, read the premise of it. Let's see. Dated upcoming release. Doesn't really have the premise. It's just talking about what they've done to the film. But it looks like, yeah. Oh, here we go. In a small Scottish village, horribly murdered bodies keep turning up. Suspicion falls upon the residents of a nearby castle that is haunted by a curse involving a killer cat. Okay, the premise sounds like I want to watch it, but the cover, I don't know about it. So I was like, I'm kind of half on that one. Kind of half on that one. Let's see. And then what else is coming out from 88 Films? Let's see. Close out the wrong screen. All right, let's see. Share this again. All right, so 88 Films. Coming out from 88 Films is this other one. So it's Come Drink With Me. Again, more Asian cinema, Shaw Brothers. I'll grab this one. I mean, probably not day one. I just put in a decent size order. So I was like, well, I bought a whole bunch of other stuff. So I bought 3 titles from 88 Films, and it's a good chunk of money. But I bought some other stuff that I'm not ready to exactly share yet, and I think I went overboard on it. So I was like, I'm gonna pump the brakes on some of this stuff. But it comes out in June. So in June, yeah, this is definitely a day one purchase for June. I'll put that on pre-order for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start blind buying a bunch of Shaw Brothers stuff because I think it'll make Blue Corner happy, and I probably should. Probably should. All right, I keep closing out that damn window. All right, let's see. All right, let's go back to the screen. All right. So there was that one. There's that one, and then there's this one. Witch from Nepal. Yeah, Chow Yun Fat. I was like, I'm digging the cover. There's a naked lady who's being covered up by fire and archery. I was like, yeah, I'm in. I'm in. I would definitely get this. I'll check it out. Yeah, so I was like, 88 Films might just be my new go-to for blind buys, just checking some things out. And some of the price points, you got some of the higher price points on here, but sometimes I don't think they're bad. So 25, I don't think that's a bad price for some of these films. And then they do run sales too. So that's one I would probably grab. Then we have Gate of Flesh. Yeah, I don't know if that's a me movie, but a demon coming out of her stomach. Uh, we've seen quite a few of those movies. I've never seen any of the Asian cinema like that, but an interesting cover nonetheless. I don't think that's a me film though. Worth checking out, I guess. Let's see. What was I sharing? I don't even know. I'm still sharing the screen. Okay. All right. So then, Her Vengeance is this other one. Again, I don't know if it's me. For me, but another 88 Films from 1988. I'll check it out. I'll check all these out. Some of these I'm going to have to check out and try to find a way to watch them online. Some of them aren't going to be blind buys, but anything with Shaw Brothers on it, I'll probably just blind buy it. And this one here, it's looking like a Radiance film, the way the packaging is done, but it's from 88 Films. I still like what they do. I like the artwork on it. I don't know what this one is. This one says, and the price point I think is great. $17 or 17 pounds. Not bad. During the post-World War II occupation of Japan, a group of women forced to resort to prostitution band together in the ruins to save up for a dance hall. Okay. Seems like a drama that has to do with prostitution and dancing. I'll check it out. I don't know if I need it, but $17, I'm kind of in. But this Operation Condor, that's going to be a day one purchase, I think, for sure. And this is the one that I'm actually really excited about. I don't have all the Species films, but I do have the first one. And so this is going to be a day one purchase. The 4K on this, I like it. It's coming in a slip box, and the artwork is new. It's something we haven't seen before. 100% I'm in on this. Did I need the 4K? No. Do I want it? Yes. $30 or 30 pounds or whatever that's going to convert to. I think it's a fair price for what you're getting. And this one here, native 4K, original aspect ratio, things that people like. Doesn't say anything about any audio, but yeah, this is something 100% I'm in on. 100%. Yeah. So a few of those 88 Films titles I'm interested in. And this one is a huge thing. Now, I didn't pick up this. This has been released before. It's also been released. Imprint Films or Viavision did this box set too. And I think Kino Lorber has also did this box set. So now we're getting a 4K of this. Let's hold on. Let's see. Share the screen. And it's the Abbott and Costello horror collection. So it's another one. I think I only have Meets Frankenstein. I think it's the only one that I have. And so I would be interested in grabbing the rest. The nice box set, I think it's fine. It really all depends on the price. There's an Imprint or Viavision version of this as well on Blu-ray. If I can get it for a better price, I don't necessarily need the Kino Lorber 4Ks, but if it really depends on which one is the better deal. But I don't know if the Blu-rays are even still available for Kino Lorber. But yeah, that's one that I'd be interested in grabbing. Like I said, I have the Frankenstein one, and my friend who has the other box set, he has the Imprint version or the Viavision one. I think he said that the best one was the Frankenstein one. So I'm interested. Definitely want to grab one of those sooner than later. But yeah, this one, it's coming with Hold the Ghost, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello Meet Killer Boris Karloff, Abbott and Costello Meet The Invisible Man, Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Meet the Mummy. So the only ones I was even familiar with was Meet the Mummy and Meet Frankenstein, because I've seen Meet the Mummy as well. Let's see, there's that. Now here's something I'm on the fence about. So I want to talk about it, but it's a bad film. I know it's a bad film. That's the issue. I know it's a bad film. I remember trying to watch this when I was a kid, and nobody told me about it. Nobody told me that it was a bad film. Nobody said anything, and it wasn't until after I watched it, and I was just confused at what I was watching. I was like, "This isn't what the first one was. I don't know what this is, and I don't know if I should like it." Like I really had these like mixed feelings when I left, and well, I didn't really leave because I watched it at home. It was on TV when I was a kid. And so I haven't watched it since. Now, I tried watching it the other day, like a couple weeks ago, probably before, well, more than that, probably before Christmas. I tried watching it, and I know I fell asleep. That's all I did. Like I was tired. It was just everything aligned perfectly for me to take a nap. So I fell asleep. But it is Highlander 2. Now it was after I had watched it the first time that it was like pretty much the rest of the time. Like everyone has dogged this movie. Everyone's complained about it. There's different cuts of this. There's fan edits. But this one is getting a new release in Germany, and it's coming with 3 discs. And so I don't know what cuts and what's available and what makes it better and and I don't know if there's any like actual redeeming qualities to this movie, or it's like one of those like you watch the train wreck to watch it, or if it really is just like everyone said it was bad because they just didn't like the film. You know what I mean? Like the first one could have been like at the time when it came out, this cultural phenomenon, like the 80s version of the Marvel movies. And then 2 just was something different. And so just the regular fans didn't like it. So I just don't know. So I'm willing to give it a rewatch, but I am interested in this one. I don't know if I need to get this German version with all of these it's like a media book. I don't know what the price is going to be. It's coming with 3 discs. So it's interesting enough. But I love the first one. I have that on. I have the 4K. I have the 4K Steelbook that came out of the first one, and I have it on VHS too. I watch that one any day of the week. The TV show, I watched that when I was a kid. I watched all those. I think there were reruns on USA at the time, so I watched a lot of those. And I would probably rewatch the show now as an adult. The second one, I just haven't, and so I've never seen any of the rest of the movies because of the second one. And so I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm very intrigued by this media book coming out because I think I want to watch all the rest of the movies. And I think I have to watch 2. But realistically, I probably don't. So that was just a long rant for we're getting Highlander 2 again. So about that. What do we have? Of all the 90s sci-fi, I want Stargate in 4K. We already got ID4 and Godzilla and Mars Attacks. I like Mars Attacks. Yeah, oh for sure. Stargate, yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I liked it as a kid. I was like, that one was. I don't know if that one had like the huge like instant fan base, or if it was just like the marketing. Because I remember at the time, like, so I like Stargate. I think it's great. I have it. I rewatch it every couple of years. It doesn't get a yearly watch, but it definitely every couple of years I like that one. And but I remember there was the video games. There was like a Sega Genesis game at least. There was that. There was the marketing. I'm sure it probably was at like the fast food restaurants and stuff. Like I just feel like Stargate marketing was everywhere. And then I loved the movie, and then they did all those like those TV shows. I never watched any of those TV shows. Like I just knew that they weren't for me, and I just felt like they were like adjacent to Star Trek TV shows. And so it just was never my thing. And so if you like that, you like it, cool. But the movie, I loved it. And I really wished that there was more. I wish there was like good, not just like spinning out crap. Like I wish there was like a good sequel or like a prequel. I wish there was like a nice solid trilogy for the Stargate for sure. Let's see. Deadlifting Beast. Good morning, brother. Good morning, sir. We were talking about 4K players last time, so I went to Best Buy and I got the Panasonic 420. Nice, nice. Enjoy that. Enjoy. I don't think you go wrong. I don't think you go wrong. And setting it up correctly and getting the best possible picture for your 4K TV. I think the Panasonic would be a nice way to go there. Yeah. So yeah, there's that one. The Highlander. Yeah, I'm interested. Interested. Let's see. What do we got? There's that. And then there's this one. This last one. This is coming out of TerraVision. Now we don't normally hit up TerraVision, but it just kind of showed up. It showed up. And so I was like, you know what? We don't talk about TerraVision enough. Now, I'm not a huge horror hound, but there are some things I like. And there's a few things from TerraVision that I would have grabbed. But this is something that's coming up. And I like slasher films. So I don't know how I feel about this. It's called Shoestring Slashers. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, it's about the budget and the quality of the film. I think it's like a play on that. Let's see. Share the screen. And so like that's kind of how I feel about it. So I don't know if these are independent films or whatever, or if it's just like the shoestring on a budget, kind of, because that's what I got, the vibe I got from this little announcement. So this is coming out. So Shoestring Slashers from TerraVision, and let's see. You're getting Phantom Brother, and this is volume 1 as well. Phantom Brother, there's only 1,500 units. Beware and Basement Jack. None of the art is really sucking me in, which is, I mean, it's totally fine. But so that is, I don't know if these are me movies. Let's see. But then just to give you an idea, I don't know what they're going to show. Yeah, the quality is a little. I'm keeping it small just in case there's anything that we shouldn't be sharing. So yeah, the quality looks like it's like straight up independent films or super super small budget. So yeah, there's an audience for this. It's not for me. There's only 883 left in stock, and it's got a $50 price tag for 3 movies, but 100% it feels like independent films. Shoestring Slashers Volume 1 includes these three films, each with a slipcover, a housing, or housed in a hard box designed by Earl Kess, limited to 1,500 units. The films will not be available outside this box set. Let's see. Phantom Brother was done in '88, directed by William Zarka. And there's the premise of it, and then I don't see, it doesn't say anything about it, but that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like this is low budget independent films, which is totally cool. They're just not for me 100%. But this is just, I thought it was a neat announcement because I like the fact that this stuff is being preserved. And this Beware's from '99, and Basement Jack is from 2009. So, and all the discs are going to be region free. So if you're into that type of stuff, that is definitely something to check out. But then let's go back here. I think there was something else that was felt kind of new. So Rumpelstiltskin just came out, and then was this new? Dance or Die. Dance or Die. I don't think Dance or Die was new, but there was only 112 units of those left, and that was the last one. Oh, this is a pre-order that will ship in March. So this one comes out very soon. There's only 112 left. So again, if you're into the TerrorVision stuff, you're a horror hound, definitely grab this sooner than later. I just know for me, it's not my bag, not my bag. But I do like some horror stuff. But I'm a mainstream horror guy for real. All right, so what do we got? And Cinema Dave. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning, brother. Good morning. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Unless let's check the Vinegar Syndrome. The Vinegar Syndrome was they even dropped their announcements yet? Let's see. Please stand by. Site will reopen at 12:01. Oh, okay. So yeah, we got 11 minutes. 11 minutes for to right. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, 11 minutes. Okay. So we got that. So I don't know if there's any guesses. And I was like, I don't know why they closed down their site for a lot of things, and so I was like, I don't know if it's to I guess so the site doesn't crash. Everybody's trying to wait and check out what's coming out in March, but I feel like having it down and then popping it up, like I think more people are going to want to check like right away. And so we happen to be doing the show, or else I would have found out about it later, or one of you guys would have DM'd me or texted me about it. Yeah, it's like so I'm interested, always interested. I hope there's something cool coming out of Cinematograph. But I don't know if they actually had anything. I know that Vinegar Syndrome had stuff coming for March. Yeah, 10 minutes till the Vinegar Syndrome drop. Yes, yeah, for sure, for sure. Beastmaster 2, all day, all day. That's the first one I saw. Like I remember being a kid. It was on TV. It was on Saturday afternoon at some point, and it was coming on. The trailers kept playing. Like we were watching our stuff, whatever we were watching. I don't know what it was. My parents were in the kitchen, and I was getting excited for it. And then my ma just randomly was like, "Go watch that. Go watch that in the other room on the other TV." And so it's like, okay. And so like it was one of these. I just like very randomly. She was like, you clearly want to watch that, and you go somewhere else, but like most of the time it was like she was in control of the TV, and if she was around, like it's what she wanted to watch. And so it was just very interesting that like she just kind of sent me away. And but then the whole rest of the family just watched TV in the living room. So I was just like, I just remember that. So yeah, Beastmaster 2 was the first time I saw that any of them, and then it wasn't until a while later that I saw the first one. So yeah, Beastmaster 2 100%. Hopefully nothing I want. Yeah, that is always the thing of like the anticipation of like, oh, phew, I don't have to spend a ton of money lately. That's happened quite a bit. I actually, and then I've alluded to all stream that I found a new obsession, and in that new obsession, I went overboard on my auctions, and so I found some eBay stuff, and I just started like bidding willy nilly, like, and as I'm hoping, I'm like, oh, I hope I don't win it, like, because like if I win everything, I'm like, whew, it's going to be rough. But I'm anticipating that because I did the bare minimum bid and nobody else had bid on it, so I'm anticipating that the majority of the stuff that I bid on is going to get sniped out from under me last minute, and that's totally fine. But yeah, I'm in that kind of mode where I won something while we were doing this stream, and I think that's a pretty good deal. But then yeah, all the rest of the stuff that I'm bidding on, I'm just like I'm kind of hoping I don't. I'm hoping I get outbid. I got outbid on a couple other things over here too. So yeah, there's some stuff here. Some stuff. It happens more often than not. But Vinegar Syndrome, I don't think I need everything from Vinegar Syndrome, not even a day one. The only one that's really, really on my radar, and I probably should pick it up like now, is the Virtuosity VSU. That's the only one. And then unless something like really comes out of left field for like Cinematograph, I probably would, easily. But I just don't see myself being a day one Vinegar Syndrome guy. The very few that I have, like Hell Comes to Frogtown. I grabbed that late, so it wasn't even day one. I didn't even know that they had it, but as soon as I found out they had it, I grabbed it, and I didn't get a slipcover or that special edition box they had. But then like Beastmaster was a day one, but that was before I was just really getting into the boutique stuff, so I didn't see the value in it, and I wish I got the VSU box. So I just got the standard slipcover, but it was still a day one, and I just always kicked myself that I had the ability to get the bigger box. But just at that time, I think that was like the second, like outside of, because I've never really considered like Scream Factory, Shout Factory. I've never really considered them like a boutique label, even though I guess like, 10 years ago, you probably could say they were more of a boutique. They were probably like, other than Criterion, like one of the first that more people were getting into. So yeah, so I think the Beastmaster was the second one I'd ever purchased. The first thing I ever purchased was the Elvira Arrow Video Blu-ray, and that was because I couldn't find the regular Blu-ray of it, and this was back when you could still go to stores and buy things on shelves, and so then I was on the fence for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger. I got the Elvira Blu-ray, and then then it was the Criterion stuff, and then it was just all these Arrow videos, and then it just never stopped, and it opened the floodgates to all that. And so at that time, the Beastmaster, I only got the slipcover. Let's see, Drop Dead Fred, that was a day one. It was a childhood favorite. I love that movie, and so that was a day one. Thriller, Cruel Picture, Showgirls was also a day one. Sidekicks was a day one. The only one back there, the VSU that wasn't a day one, and I missed out on was Cloak and Dagger. Now that's a movie that I absolutely freaking loved, but that sold out pretty quick. And then from I don't know if I heard it, like if it sold out like that fast, or it was basically when I heard about it, I went to go get it and it wasn't available. And so then I got one on eBay, and I thought I got it for a fair price. And so it was like right around what you would have paid. Like it wasn't like double the price. It wasn't crazy, but it came to me without the slipcover inside. And so it's mostly complete, but it's still a VSU. It just doesn't and it was like, it's not a huge deal, but it, for the money I paid, I just kind of wish I had that slipcover. So there's that. But yeah, let's see, is this loading in? Oh, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. What do we got? I've been watching Mission Impossible. Oh man, so I just picked up Dave. I just picked up the Roger Moore Volume 1 James Bond. So I'll be diving into that. But as I got this, I'm probably going to grab those Mission Impossible 4Ks. So I was going to grab 3 because I know I love 3. I haven't seen them in a long time. I have the first one on HD DVD. But then, yeah, I never got into any of the ones afterwards. I've seen most of them, but I think the first 3 are pretty well. 1 and 3 are pretty solid. 2, it's whatever. And so I was like, I was just going to buy the first 3 on 4K. So I think that's what I'm going to do soon. Kind of like those. But yeah, you said it says you like the new one. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I just I fell off. Like it was probably whatever one came out around 2015, 24, in that time frame. The last one I saw. And so then I just kind of fell off. I was like, I left the theater. I was just like, I'm kind of over it. I like the third one. I like the first one. And like I said, I only own the first one. Let's see. Dead Reckoning looks like video having not been assuming. Dead Reckoning looks like video having not been shot on film. I thought that the 4K was disappointment. The ones shot on film are huge leap over the Blu-ray in terms of definition and grain structure. Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen it, so I was like, it's very possible. Very possible. I was like, yeah, I was like, there's a huge advantage of going from a really good film stock to just even a new 2K or 4K scan, let alone a 4K restoration or a 4K movie, as opposed to the newer stuff. What did I watch? I watched something. I watched an old film. I don't remember. It was like I don't know if it was an old Jack Lemon film. There was like something I just watched from like the 60s. I was like, it looks fantastic for a Blu-ray. And I don't even think it had like any new 2K scanners. I think it was just like a standard like HD scan, and it would like no huge restoration or anything like that. And it just all the outside shots, like everything on the older films, I think just worked better. Ta- 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 ta. Let's see. Blue Corner says, I have all the VSUs so far, and Beastmaster is the only one I don't have the big box for, and I'm hating it. Yeah, yeah, me too. I was like, it's over there on my shelf, and they're in order. So it's Alien, where is it? Right there. Alien from LA, and the very one right there is Beastmaster. And it like every time I go to watch it, I'm like, I wish I had that box. And it's something stupid. It's just a collector thing. It's not. It doesn't change how the movie is, but it changes the experience. I think pulling that box off the shelf. It's just a nice ritual. And I know there's people that don't agree, but I was like, I collect things. I like the extra stuff. Uh, Fallout is probably your favorite. When did that one come out? When did that one come out? Let's see. We could probably get to it for me. Let's see. Mission Impossible. Fallout. So that one came out. So yeah, I completely missed that one. Yeah, I haven't seen it at all. I mean, I might see him eventually. I just like I said, I the last one I watched was like 2015 time. I think it's the one where he was hanging off the plane. Let's see. Um, Rogue Nation. So that's the last one I saw. And is this the one where he's hanging off the plane? All these production photos, all this stuff. Let's see, but yeah, that she's Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, she's not bad. Yeah, definitely a great cast. I thought it was okay. I just left the theater, and it's the only movie I've ever seen ever in IMAX. And so like that's the one. The Rogue Nation is the very last one I've ever seen. Sal, morning. Watched The Quick and the Dead last night with Gene Hackman. Pretty good movie. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. That's underrated. I was like, do I even have that one? I was like, I know I made my wife watch it like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, because we watched that and we watched Quigley Down Under around that same time. And I know we own Quigley Down Under, but I was like, I don't know if we watched it online. Let's see. Let's see. Because if not, that's one I would like to add sooner than later. I really enjoyed it, and that one I'm pretty sure. Let's see, pretty sure that's the one that. Quick, no, I don't have. I don't have it. Let's see, there's, quick. Yeah. So Quick and the Dead, it came out in '95, but this is the one that Sharon Stone actually like either took a pay cut or paid out of her pocket to pay for Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm pretty sure the studio wasn't going to pay for him, and so they wanted him on the set bad enough, and Sharon Stone paid for it. Like she's the reason he was in that film. I enjoy it. I like that one. I think it's very underrated. And when it comes to a good Sam Raimi film, but like when they talk about Gene Hackman films, it's one of the ones I don't think comes up that often. But like when you're talking, I think when it comes up, people talking about westerns, I'm sure it comes up because I know I've heard it over the years. But like when people talk about Gene Hackman specifically, I don't think that one ever really comes up. I was like, and it might. I never notice it. So I think it's underrated. Good film though, for sure. Good film. Let's see. Um, refresh. Okay, we are here. All right, so that's up. That's up and running. Let's finish off these questions. And morning, Gary. Morning. Let's see. Be honest. What it is about Showgirls you like is a very good movie to me. Anyway, No, it's not a very good movie, but it's you don't watch that movie because it's a good movie. Like, there's just times to watch it, and so for me, it's a good Saturday afternoon film to watch with the wife, and so I like that one. I like that one, and yeah, just naked. It's a naked sex movie. It's like no, it's not a good movie, but it's like neither is some of those other ones back there, like Sidekicks. Like I think it's fun, but like Sidekicks is not a good movie either. I don't think. But yeah, oh for sure, for sure. Let's see. On all seven Mission Impossibles are great. I was like, I'm telling you, I only love the first one, and I was like, I like the third one a lot. I just haven't seen it in a while, so maybe I'll just start. Maybe I'll just now that I'm a little bit older, I'll just binge watch them. I was never a huge action junkie back then, and so like, I was like, I might get into it a little bit more now, I guess. Uh, sorry, spell correct. Quick and the Dead. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Didn't see anything that popped to me on Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, we're gonna share that right now. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Vinegar Syndrome guy, but always worth checking out. And like I said, if there's nothing for me, then I'm just saving money. So let's see. Let's see, share the screen. So what do we got? Let's see. Vinegar Syndrome March pack. Let's look at them individually. Let's see. All right. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so let's start with this one. Is this a sex movie? Career bed and sex by advertisement. So we have a sex movie here. I don't know if it's like straight up adult sex movie or if it's one of those like oh no, it probably is one of them adult type movies. So yeah, there's that. Not interested generally. Um, these Degauser videos, 38 special. Probably again not for me. Seems like a cheesy, low budget kind of movie that's not for me. I mean, obviously this stuff appeals to plenty of people, but yeah, it's not there. Last of the Red Hot Lovers. Now, this is something, again, it's an Alan Arkin film. I'll have to check it out. I don't know anything about it, but I do love the cinematograph stuff. So I have a couple of the titles now, and I'm going to be adding a couple more. Let's see, I don't know what this is. So this is something that if I were to pick up any of them, just looking at the still shots of this is probably up in my wheelhouse. I like these types of films, but let's see. What does this say? It's from 1972. I'm a big fan of 70s cinema. There's only 3,000 units of this, and it says, taking its name from the Lumiere brothers' invention. Oh, it's talking about cinematograph stuff. Let's see. What about this film? Middle-aged seafood restaurant owner in an unhappy marriage realizes that his mother's apartment will be vacant for an afternoon each weekend, spurring numerous raucous attempts at seduction in his consistently comedic quest to be the Red Lover. Cashman takes various discoveries about himself and subsequently the woman he pledged fidelity to. Yeah, I'll check that out. It seems like it's a little bit of a comedy. Yeah, I'd probably be in on that one. I have to check out the trailer still. And then there's this one, Vinegar Syndrome: The Belly of the Architect. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Again, they do something interesting with the artwork, which a lot of times the artwork seems a lot better than the film might be. And this, just from the still shots, nothing is jumping out at me. I'd have to look into it a little bit more. But this is one that came out in 1987, and Brian Dennehy, Chloe Webb. Yeah, I was like, it's worth checking out. Brian Dennehy's phenomenal. So, as I said, I'm not familiar with that one at all. Got this. Then we have the actual Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Now, I figured none of this stuff was for me, but the Forgotten Gialli Volume 8. Now, this is going to, a lot of fans are going to be into this. And yeah, I'm not into all the giallo films. I have a couple of them, and then I don't have any giallo films. I've seen a couple of them, and then I have like what would be considered giallo esque, and some of them that are just like adjacent. And so they're in that same vein, but they're not Italian films. I got a couple French ones that would kind of fit that vibe, but they're clearly not Italian. And then, like I've always said, Alice Sweet Alice is one of my favorites, but that I consider an American giallo, but it's clearly not um, that. So these are the types of films that I was like, yeah, it's not really my thing usually, but I'd give them a watch, but I don't think I need to buy that for $70 there. Then what do we have? Let's see. This one, Her Vengeance, Devil Fetus / Her Vengeance. Yeah, again, I don't think that's for me. Oh, it's two films, so I thought it was one title. So, Devil Fetus is a young woman purchases a suspicious phallic-looking antique vase from a street auction, only soon to become the target of a lustful demonic spirit. Yeah, I mean, it might be fun, but again, these might be one and done watches for me. Her Vengeance is Ying is a mild mannered hostess at a local nightclub where one night she accidentally insults a group of drunken thugs. While returning home later at night, Ying is attacked by the drunkards and is viciously beaten and assaulted. Seeking retribution. Oh, so it looks like it might be a revenge type film. So yeah, I was like, I don't know if I need all that. That's the poster for the other one. Yeah, those don't really appeal to me all that much. Let's see, Brimstone and Treacle. What is this? Again, probably not for me. And this one came out in 1982. Originally written for British television, legendary dramatist Dennis Potter, the resulting 1976 BBC TV play was deemed so controversial that it was pulled prior to airing and not broadcast until 1987. The 1982 film version of this Brimstone and Treacle adapted to the big screen. Let's see, what else? Deeply disturbing slice of modern British Gothic, an electrifying central performance by Sting uh, in the role Martin Taylor, alongside celebrated actors Denholm Elliott and Joan Plowright. Yeah, I don't think I need that one either. Yeah, I was like, it sounds like it was just salacious and controversial to be that way. But this one here, the Last of the Red Lovers, it looks like a comedy. I'll check that one out. That's like the only one that's high on my radar. Other than that, yeah, nothing I needed. Let's see. Let's see. Matthew says, I have Superman 78 with Hackman. I need Hoosiers. Yeah, I need Hoosiers too. I don't have it or the Poseidon Adventure. I also need the French Connection. Actually, I might have the Poseidon Adventure close. I just had that on. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So, and I got this like a couple weeks back. Like, I haven't been to the thrift store. I mean, and so I watched it. What did I watch? French Connection. I picked up that Blu-ray last year with all that controversy of them editing the version of it. But this one I picked it up probably before Christmas. Probably when I picked it up, maybe like the first week of January. But then I just watched it like a couple days ago. I was editing a video and I popped it in here when I watched it, and it's a good rewatch. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think that, about him being in this one, and I just watched it. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. And I think I talked about Poseidon Adventure here and didn't even think that he was in it. Like, geez, I didn't think about it because like it's a distracted watch when I'm here editing. Like the VCR is here, but the little TV's here, so it's there, but it's not like in my face. What we got? Yeah, Nothing I Want. Ha ha ha. They're doing two of the ones. 88 is doing two. Nice. French Connection is Blu-ray is very good. Only have Hoosiers on DVD. Yeah, I need to pick up Hoosiers. I think that Blu-ray is fine. I don't think I would need to upgrade a 4K on that. I honestly I think the Blu-ray is perfect. French Connection Blu-ray is very good. Oh, I don't know why they came out twice. All right, there we go. Matthew says, I watched Revenge of the Nerds 2 this morning. So many memories. Oh, that's a good one. Now, I have that on DVD, but I have they never put out they never put out 2 on Blu-ray. So that one is one that I would love for it to get a Blu-ray. Now, there was like, I think 4 of those films in total. And the first one I think is great. I think that's just a classic. And then 2 I think is good. And then after that, I think they're just completely downhill, and I don't need to see them again. But I do like 2. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, that's that. And so yeah, I think yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Like I said, guys, memberships are always available, and merch link is always available, and everything there. And we're doing the sale. I think we're just gonna keep the spring sale, spring 15, save on everything in the store. We're gonna keep that up. You know, at least through Easter. At least through Easter, we're going to do that. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be diving into. I've already talked about that, and hopefully, because it's already dispatched. So hopefully, we can talk about the Constantine next weekend because yeah, that'll be great. It says it'll be here by the 11th, but since it already dispatched, it's very possible. Let's see. So next Saturday is the 8th. It's very possible I could have it before next Saturday for sure. But anyway, we got let's see. Well, 1, 2, 3. We have 5 Saturdays this month. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Saturdays in March. But yeah, a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. Anything that you guys have on your radar, let me know. Let me know. But other than that, remember to watch a movie today. I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a cat. That's mine.